What's up guys, Jesse here. So Amazon just came out with their second generation Echo Buds and they're pretty interesting. On one hand, you could see these as just another earbud because, well, it feels like at this point there's about 1.5 billion different companies each making their own wireless earbud. But the features that these offer at the price point that they come in, at least on paper, make these really stand out from the competition. But as we all know, great stats on paper don't always necessarily translate into a great experience in the real world. So let's dive in and check these guys out. So right from the start, when you get these in hand, you can see that the case is very familiar. It has a matte plastic exterior which feels really good to the touch, with an LED in the middle to show if the case is actually charging, and also one LED for each bud on the inside to let you know if the buds are charging, which I thought was a really neat touch. There's a USB-C port on the back and the Amazon logo on the bottom, and the overall size is pretty small and passes the pocket test, although I think if they could have made it a bit thinner, that would have been really good. And if you're a fidgeter like I am, then you'll be glad to know that the opening and closing of the case is definitely on the more satisfying side. You can also choose between a version that has wireless charging like I have here, or you can go for a wired charging only one for $20 less. Kinda interesting though, if you get the version with wireless charging, it charges via the bottom and not the back. Not a big deal, but it may prevent you from using those chargers that are not flat. Now onto the buds themselves, they have a pretty simple design, just basically circles with the Amazon logo on them. Personally, I kinda wish they left the logos off just because I don't think that the Amazon logo really screams quality like some other brands might. Like, I almost see Amazon as the Walmart of the internet, and I wouldn't really want to wear anything with the Walmart logo, if you know what I mean. Other than that though, the design is pretty safe and I really don't mind it. Comfort wise, they aren't bad either. They've got your typical rubber tip design, and they've also got some rubber ear wings for you to put on there if you want a more secure fit. They didn't really work for me, and they're also incredibly hard to get on and off the earbuds, so I really hope that they find a better solution for that in the next version. But good news is that they stay in the ears pretty well anyways. I went on a run with these, and even though I was sweating a lot, they stayed firmly planted in my ears. They've also got a hole on the outside just so you can relieve some of that pressure that might build up in the ear when you plug it up like that. And it works pretty well. My one complaint though is that when it's in my ear, the kind of back portion of the housing presses up on the inside of my ear and causes discomfort over time. It's not too bad, so it still gets a pass from me in the comfort department. However, it will definitely depend on the shape of your specific ear. They do give you a ear tip fit test though, just to make sure that you get the right fit. The connection process on these is also very good. When you get them and pair them up for the first time, you get a very AirPods-like experience. All you do is download the Alexa app, open the case beside the phone, and then they'll connect automatically. I usually don't like to download apps for earbuds because they usually suck, but the Alexa app isn't too bad, and it's something you probably already have if you have some Alexa devices. The Bluetooth connection is also rock solid, and I haven't had any issues with drop connections or anything like that the entire time I've been using it. I've been able to leave my phone on one side of the house and then walk all the way to the other side without any drop connections or anything like that. And that's even with walls and stuff between them. There's also no perceptible delay, so if you're watching a video or something with dialogue in it, then the audio will match up with a person's mouth movements, which is awesome. Now on to features, and one of the main ones that really makes it stand out in this price point is active noise cancellation. And it's surprisingly good. You get all the benefits that comes with active noise cancellation, like blocking out all of those low frequency sounds like engine noises and fans, but then lets in a little bit more of those voices and the higher pitched stuff. There's no audible hissing sound that might come with like a lower end ANC system, and there's also a pretty minimal pressure sensation, which is good. These also have a transparency mode, which instead of using the microphones to block out the outside sounds, it actually amplifies them. And to be honest, it's pretty bad on these. Like, as soon as you turn it on, there's a pretty loud hissing sound, and you can't really just leave it on like you can with some of the better ones. These also have touch controls. You can do a single, double, or triple tap for play, pause, skip, and reverse. You can also press and hold to do a custom function, but is set to toggle ANC on and off by default. The touch controls work pretty well. They're pretty responsive, but I just don't like it when they put it on the main body of the earbuds themselves. Just because it's kind of easy to press accidentally, and if you're trying to adjust adjust the earbuds or something in your ear, then you're constantly going to be pressing it and just messing with your music. I find it pretty annoying, but that might just be me. Like, a lot of other companies do it this way and people seem to not mind. Anyways, like I said earlier, these pair up with the Amazon Alexa app and you can go in there to adjust a lot more stuff. You can check the battery status of each earbud, turn active noise cancellation on and off, change the EQ, and there's also a Find My feature where you can make the earbuds play a sound just in case you lose them. And there's also a privacy feature where you can just turn off the mics on the earbuds so that Amazon can't spy on you. Although I wouldn't know how you would know if they're just saying they're muted and still recording you, but it's there. And speaking of mics, just in case you're wondering how they sound, I'll put in a mic test right here. Alright, so the audio you're hearing right now is coming from the mics on the Echo Buds Gen 2, and I'll just take this mic test as a chance to tell you about the battery specs. So there's 5 hours in the buds themselves, and 2 more charges in the case. And it also has a quick charge feature where you get 2 hours of playtime with a 15-minute charge, which is not bad, but it's pretty average for something in this price range. Also about the mics, when you're using the mics for like a call or recording audio like I am right now, it actually pumps in the ambient noise, so it turns on transparency mode so that you don't kind of yell when you're talking and you actually know how loud you are, which I think is really great. And I'm seeing it in more and more earbuds right now, and I'm glad that these have that. And there you have it. There's the mic test, and you can decide for yourself whether or not the quality is good enough for what you're going to use it for. As of recording this video, I haven't even heard it myself, so let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. And last but not least, let's talk about the sound quality of these earbuds, because none of that other stuff really matters if these sound like trash. And I'm happy to report that I was really impressed with the sound on these. Like, honestly, I would say for wireless earbuds in this price range, these are pretty much best in class. And of course, these aren't going to be winning any awards from audiophiles, but I really do think they sound great. The bass has a lot of power behind it, and you really get that satisfaction when you're listening to hip hop or EDM. The mids are well controlled with vocals coming across as very natural, and the high end doesn't come across as harsh either. So overall, I'm a big fan of the sound on these guys. And if you can tell already, I'm a pretty big fan of these overall as well. Like, for $140, which is less than the price of like the regular non-pro AirPods with the wireless charging case, you get pretty much all of the features of the pros, which cost way more. And in this price range, I think you'd be very hard pressed to find any other wireless earbud that sounds this good, has active noise cancellation, and also has all of those other features that these have as well. There's just not a lot to complain about with these, and I really do think that they're an easy recommendation to make. So if you're in the market for a good pair of noise canceling wireless earbuds for a reasonable price, then definitely give these a try. Anyways, that's just my take. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Remember to smash that like button, and if you enjoy content like this, think about subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!